Hi guys, welcome back to GP Reactions. I hope you're well, hope you're having a brilliant day, and a big thank you to everybody that has subscribed. I really do appreciate that as it helps me build my little channel. So I'm now going to be returning to Kate Bush. Not sure I've ever heard his track before. It doesn't seem familiar to me. There's a few names of tracks that I remember from Kate Bush that kind of brought back a lot of memories when I heard them, but this one's quite unfamiliar to me, to be fair. So the name of this track is called Breathing. It's from an album, Never Forever, which I'm not sure if that was her first album or second album. So anyway, this entered the UK Top 40 on the 14th of April 1980. It peaked at number 16. It's called Breathing, and I think it's from the album Never Forever, written by, of course, Kate Bush. This is a audio version only, so without further ado, I'm really looking forward to this, and she always brings something different to her songs, makes you think. So let's get play and see what this one's about.
Outside gets inside, through her skin. I've been out before, but this time it's much safer in. Last night, in the sky, such a bright light. My radar sent me danger, but my instincts tell me to keep breathing. Breathing my mother in, breathing my beloved in, breathing her nicotine, breathing the fallout, in, out,
Let's just pause it a second. This is really interesting. These lyrics are really deep. I'm just looking at the cover of the single by the looks of it, and looks like she's got butterfly wings, and butterflies are generally come from they come from a sort of a grub, a cocoon. So it feels like she's talking about birth, a child, or something like that. Yeah, it's quite dark, and then that second verse, last night in the sky, such a bright light, my radar sent me danger, but my instincts tell me to keep breathing. It does kind of feel like as if we're talking about, I mean, this was 1980, so it feels like we're talking about another nuclear war themed song. And the first verse was really interesting. Outside gets inside, through her skin. I've been out before, but this time it's much safer in. So it really kind of makes you feel like there's some sort of past life regression in the very first verse. So so it's almost like a baby being born again, knowing that it's came from an adult in a previous life, being born into a mother, but being born into maybe an unfortunate circumstances of a nuclear war, or maybe still in the womb when a pregnant mother's experiencing a nuclear war. It's all very topical at the moment, but yeah, I love it. Didn't notice the picture on a single cover until I started reacting, so it all seems very feasible.
We've lost our chance. We're the first and last. After the blast, chips of plutonium are twinkling in
Wow, that was really heavy. But what a masterpiece of a song now. The way she performed that at the end, when as the I'm assuming she was performing as the baby, sort of screaming for air, for the lungs. Clearly the mother's dying or dead, and you know the baby can't live without that. But it's just the instinct, isn't it? The short life of a butterfly, short life of a baby in utero, and oh man, that is really heavy. But I never knew this song existed back then. Got to number 16, so I don't know how I missed these songs, you know, when I was a kid. Yeah, I mean, her voice is so powerful anyway, but when you kind of apply it to a song with a meaning, a deep meaning like this, something that's, you know, something that's abstract enough for you to enjoy the song. It's not too, it's not so obvious that every mention is about bombs dropping that, and you know there's a sort of hints to it come in the second verse, but then it's more obvious in like the third verse, and then when you listen very closely to the narrator who's either they like it's their narrating a broadcast to the nation about what is transpiring, what they can see, a nuclear strike on, assuming that is, you know, obviously England, Great Britain, and they're just sort of narrating what they can see in a very analytical, cold manner, trying to describe it, to describe how an atomic bomb works. Yeah, and that third verse, you know, the penny really did drop. So I wasn't sure by the second verse whether she was whether that was clearly what she was alluding to, whether that the radar send me danger was just the baby struggling, you know, inside the mother. I thought, you know, this is just about the mother trying to give birth, but the baby not, you know, struggling to come out. But then by the third verse, we've lost our chance. Where the first and last are after the blast, chips of plutonium are twinkling in every lung. I mean, that's a really gruesome picture, but I mean, just, you know, amazingly done. It's really, really scary to think of the effects of what a nuclear war would have on everybody, on the cells in everybody's bodies. I love my beloved, oh, all and everywhere, only the fools blew it. You and me, new life itself is breathing. That's it, really. I mean, that's life. Without breathing, there is no life. And that bit at the end was just so dramatic. I'll go back to a couple of. Take it back a little bit further. Yeah, so traumatic. Music was wonderful in this, and her voice is just incredible. I don't know how she gets those notes, just the pitch and everything. The way she can. It's almost like sometimes when I've heard Kate Bush songs in the past, there's almost like a little yodely ness to it, but she does it in such extreme. I don't know, such an extreme like pitch that it's just mind-boggling to think that you know she can do that but then do the quiet stuff afterwards. This was great. I'm gonna have a quick look to see what the comments below say. Breathing 1980. Oh, there's no comments on this one, so that's a shame. Folks, please join me in the comments. Let me know what you felt about this song, what you think of this song. did you hear this back in the day when it came out in 1980? How did it make you feel? And I mean, I was only 13 at the time, so the idea of nuclear war wasn't really that scary to me. Not until, I guess, about 82, 83, when we had the Falklands War, so you knew how brutal war actually was. But then 83, 84, always talk about nuclear war and stuff. So yeah, I was a bit more scared. I was a bit more aware of my mortality by that point. So yeah, I'd love to know what you felt about this song when it came out in 1980. I do know that there was also a drama out in 1980. Again, I never saw that. It was called, I think it was called Freds, and it was set in Sheffield, and it's about what would happen in a nuclear strike. So maybe this song was based on that idea of that drama. Who knows? So if you know any background to this song, again, please join me in the comments and let me know. So till next time, take care of yourselves, have a great day and a wonderful week ahead.